Group of rich people spent $500,000 on an overpriced dinner party, only to be told by the chef that they would be eaten as ingredients. But the thoughtful chef gave all the male guests 30 seconds to escape, and if caught, they would immediately be made into food. The chef gave a command. The men were very gentlemanly, leaving their lovers behind and running away. But little did they know, all the island's chefs are trained in physical fitness. Within 2 minutes, they were all caught. The chef was about to make his move when he suddenly realized this woman wasn't on the invitation list. How did she end up in the restaurant? Her boyfriend told the chef that he knew all along. Everyone who came here would die, so he broke up with his ex-girlfriend before it was too late. He had found a new date just to add a dish to the menu. On hearing this, Amy was so angry that she punched him in the face. The chef saw this. He had a little compassion. He decided to give Amy a chance. If she went to the chef's room and brought the barrel, she could have 2 less legs to eat. Amy gets the key and rushes to the chef's room. But in here, she unexpectedly found a radio. Amy rushed to contact the nearest marine police, then calmly rolled the barrel back into the dining room. Within moments, a huge ship appeared in the sea. Now there was hope that everyone would be rescued. The cooks see this and immediately start a plan B. They expertly bandaged the wounds of the rich and famous. They warned them that they would be shot on sight if they breathed a word. A marine police officer then entered the restaurant, asking who had just called the police. However, none of the people in the room dared to say anything. Suddenly it seemed that the marine police had discovered something. It turned out that he recognized one of the stars in the room. He was a big fan of the star. He brought a pen and paper. He wanted the star's autograph. The intelligent star took this opportunity. He wrote the words "help" on a sticky note. The marine police officer excitedly opened it. His face immediately changed. He pulled out his pistol. He told everyone in the room to stay put. In the confusion, he actually pointed the pistol at Amy. But the next moment, he used it to light a candle. This thing was a lighter. End of show. It turns out that everything that just happened was a test for Amy by the chef. Little did they know that the policeman who came to their rescue was also a chef in disguise. Everyone is in deep despair. The rich businessman wondered why the chef had done this, but the chef simply asked him in return. He had been to this overpriced restaurant a dozen times before. Could he name any of the dishes he had eaten before? What he didn't expect was that the wealthy businessman was immediately confused, although he had been introduced to the dishes every time they were served, but he couldn't remember the name of any of the dishes. It turns out that for the chef, all the dishes are his own work. But one day he suddenly realized that the rich people he was serving didn't give a damn about his work. So the crazy chef decided to make all those people who don't respect their food or the fruits of their labor to pay the price in blood. And so he planned this dinner party where the rich people were made into ingredients. When she heard this, Amy seemed to think of something. She suddenly stood up and told the chef in a loud voice she didn't like the food he made because his food lacked one thing, and that was love. Food without love has no soul. When he heard this, the chef was stunned. He had been pursuing the art of cooking, but had accidentally. He had neglected the needs of the people who really wanted to be fed. He cautiously asked Amy what she wanted to eat. Amy said a very ordinary, home-cooked dish, cheeseburger. The chef was delighted to hear this. He ordered all his men to get the ingredients ready for him. He was going to make one of the best cheeseburger in the world. As the chef served the burger, Amy opened her mouth wide and took a big bite. The surprise taste brought a smile to her face. Amy said the burger tasted so good, she wanted to take one home to share with her mom. The chef was thrilled to hear this. He had his staff pack a new one for her. He also prepared a beautiful gift box. Amy then took the burger and left the island on a speedboat prepared by the chef. The other rich people on the island were out of luck. They were all dressed up in marshmallow tops. They were given chocolate hoods because the chef was about to finish his last dish of his life. As a huge fire blazed in the distance, Amy calmly took a bite of her cheeseburger. As far as she was concerned, food was enough to fill her stomach.